Hello and welcome to another round of Spudventures. This week we are back in the Forgotten One, session 34, so take it away, GreatDinn.
Hey, hi, and hello everybody, welcome back. As Spud said, this is the Forgotten Ones, a Dungeon of the Mad Mage module with a bit of a twist. Joining us as always, we have Space Jawa playing Jhank.
Most scary lizard to walk the earth.
Definitely. And that includes dinosaurs.
Scarier than the dinosaurs.
Well, the dinosaurs are extinct. We also have Azure Mountain playing Lander Brightwood.
Hey.
We have DigoDragon playing Victor.
Wrapping your injured leg in cabbage makes your leg smell like cabbage.
This and other home remedies in Victor's newest book, Bullshit. We have AvisEcho playing Yuliy.
Hot water does not belong on the wrist of your dominant hand.
I will keep that in mind. And last but not least, we have Newbiespud playing Usk of House Castellanter.
Might be a demon, might not.
We'll find out, I suppose. Maybe not today, but at some point. When last we left our adventurers, they were in the 6th level of the Undermountain, and they had just managed to get past not one, not two, but 3 different false tombs to reach the true tomb of the king, the dwarven king of this particular floor from ages past. And they got some neat little loot out of it. Aside from that, they also opened one of the false tombs and got attacked by crystalline axes. So that's been happening. Aside from that, there's still more of this, plenty more of this particular floor to explore. So how would you like to begin?
And we all leveled up.
So I got a new invocation, which lets me have people write their names in my book, and if someone drops to 0 HP or below 0 HP and doesn't flat out die from it, then they are instead dropped to 1 HP. But that can only happen once per long rest. And I can have 4 people's names.
Have fun, guys.
So not enough then.
So
We are good.
I think me, Victor, and Usk, since we've got the lowest HP, and then there's room for one more person.
Yeah, I'll volunteer. Always nice to have a...
You're already
Insurance.
one of the 3.
Hey, it's insurance for the healer, right?
Yeah, we can't have your name in there twice. Doesn't work that way. But
Let's we put Crunchbite's name in.
I don't think he can write his own name.
What if you have an alias? No, I'm
Just
kidding.
put your name in it.
What if you have an alias? Dahlia says, pondering it.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you should try and find out. There's
What did
some
I start
umber hooks up the hallway.
Dahlia will volunteer to write her name in the book if y'all will allow it.
I mean, if no one else wants to, feel free.
I'll
I mean, I
sign.
kind of presumed that would be the route regardless.
And she's going to write Hollyhock instead.
Usk of House Castellanter.
All right. Anything else, or is it time to explore?
That's it for me.
Okay. I guess Jhank is looking down hallways again.
As
he
he does.
want to do.
And unfortunately, all you
He
currently
does-
see is more stone hallway.
He does want to do that.
All right. Well, that Umber Hulk's not up there with my owl anymore, so I'm gonna go back to having it scout.
All right. Good luck. I think you put it in the mask.
No, I can still see it.
Oh, okay, good.
Just it was having some trouble actually dragging it.
Fair enough.
Like it kept dragging the actual thing, and at one point it opened up the owl's stat page.
Huh.
If you double click it, it opens it up.
You see a long, it seems to be a fairly empty hallway with a room at the end and an open pit to one side of it.
Oh. Another stone pit.
Mm-hmm. Possibly. And it seems to be just a rather empty room towards the end. May have been used for something at one point, but all you currently see is dust. It's a dead end, but you know at the very least it's a safe dead end.
Cool. So if we ever want to trap ourselves in a room to take a rest,
Mm-hmm.
there we go.
And across the open pit, you can see yet another hallway.
That's a hell of an assumption when there are giant burrowing monsters in every direction.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Never said it was safe.
So one thing you noticed about the open pit is
I'm
it's
surprised
not actually
a
a stone.
prerequisite for you to decide on where to camp.
Well,
Yeah.
I said if we want to, not that we should.
So the pit that you saw is not actually a stone pit like the one you encountered earlier. This one appeared to be a trap that the cover on it, the springs holding it up, have just failed. So it's just an open pit now.
I wonder if there's anything at the bottom.
Do you want to find out?
Not that you could see just looking initially.
Let's see.
There is another hallway, or rather two different hallways. Let me go ahead and open up the other one. Oh, look, it's so many hallways so quickly.
Not being able to
few
see the
hallways.
bottom of that corner is bothering me more than it probably should.
The bottom of what corner?
Oh, it just looked like a corner without seeing the rest of it.
Oh, possibly. Give me a sec. I need to. Nope, that's not the thing I need to do. Come on, work with me. Work with me, Fantasy Grounds. I cherish you. Work with me. Have your owl roll perception, please.
All right.
All right. You notice that or rather, the owl notices, and you subsequently notice that there is, in fact, an Umber Hulk nestled in the bottom of this pit.
Okay.
Aw, it's taking a nap. How
Pretty
cute.
much.
I can
There's
stay
a
taking
pit.
its nap.
Over there. Don't go in it.
I mean, you wouldn't want to anyway because it's a 20-foot deep pit.
Well,
Noted.
now you have even more reason not to go.
Yeah. All right. So yet again, more hallways. You can see there are several. I'll go ahead and reveal this section. This is going to be hard because it's diagonal.
Ooh. Snap.
There we go. Diagonal hallway.
Diagonal alley.
You can see there is a what you can see are sealed doors over here leading to some kind of room, but we don't know what just yet.
Yeah.
So where would you like to proceed? You've got a few different paths open to you.
I'm curious about those doors, but I mean,
But it's also near the sleeping Umber Hulk.
No, the Umber Hulk is down the hole, but
yeah.
those two doors clearly open into a room that is likely the same room.
Probably.
Possibly.
Just
Or two adjacent connected rooms.
this is true.
Yeah.
So the possibility is like 50-50 of either.
So
Mhm.
roll in
Going out
perception to see if you hear anything inside the room or anything like that.
What you can tell is that stone walls are thick, and your ability to hear / smell past them is perhaps a little bit lacking because everything smells kind of bad around here.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like anything is moving on the other side, but you can't be 100% certain.
And how about a peek through? Is it able to peek through?
Yes, you're able to very carefully open the door and sort of peek through. And what you can see is a row of limestone urns resting in niches in the wall.
So is that like a burial ground?
It might be.
Got some ashes in there.
I mean, that does sound kind of like a burial thing.
Mm-hmm. But from your little peek, doesn't seem like anything is actually inside it, aside from whatever was in there beforehand. All right, you're going down this way. You can see that the door to this room has been smashed open. Not recently, though.
Hmm.
You can hear what sounds like people arguing.
People?
Humans. Well, maybe not humans,
Beings
but people.
using language.
Yes.
Sentient people.
Stealth, huh?
No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
No, I love you more. No, I love you more.
I was gonna say Victor with his goddess, but actually that joke would probably also apply to me and Oberon.
Okay.
But
So
anyway,
You've got a long line of breakups behind you. That's
I do.
What'd you say
Strangers
about
of
my
shipping
dad?
charts.
you have a long series of exes that they have arguments with. That's not so lovey-dovey.
Sorry,
I mean,
that's a really funny way to describe Warlock.
mostly the same three, and I'm
Lander
currently
versus
with
the
2
world.
of them.
Versus the 7 evil exes.
Oh goodness.
So
If there's 7, though, this bit
I mean, like,
to the joke.
so not only do
2
you
of them
have
are
a
XXs.
so not only do you have a history of X's, you're also currently 2-timing 2 of them.
It's
Well,
a polycule.
Yes.
Formal hot, or whatever the eye guy's name is. He just wants to see everything.
It's a very strange harem anime.
Ugh.
So what you
No.
hear is the sound of, as I said, people talking, and the bits that you hear come across as, so Roz, is it dangerous? And a much higher pitched voice going, well, it's an arcane eye here in this mysterious dungeon, so I don't really know. I'm going to assume it could kill us.
So, from where Jhank is, can he see any of this through the broken door?
If you look, with your 25 stealth, yes, you can sort of look past, and you can see the sort of fullness of this room, which is consists of smashed dining tables and benches, 2 dead Umber Hulks sort of laid out over those tables. You can see there's one of the magic gates held in the room, and there is a dragonborn, a gnome, and a tabaxi staring at a very large floating arcane eye that is just watching them intently.
I feel like arcane eyes are usually small.
Usually.
We've experienced.
Okay, so Jhank's going to go back
We
and
have, yeah.
Jhank's going to go back to the group. So there is a small 3-person party down that way with a large arcane eye and a pair of Umber Hulk that they may or may not have killed. I kind of want to go say hi. Well, I mean, I didn't see them kills them, but the evidence strongly supports that they did.
You're a hunter of beasts.
All that
hope
matters
you can
is
tell
that there's
something's
2
dead or
corpses.
not, but you know.
I kind of want to go say hi to them.
I feel like our track record of saying hi to people is like 50-50.
No, it's less than that, but we might as well.
How about you go say hi, and if something happens, we rush in.
Yeah, sure. We
Okay,
know
so
the small
Jhank-
party first.
So Jhank is going to stick his head through, and can he stick his head and an arm through?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to do that and say hello and wave to them when they look in his direction.
This
Well,
Why
they
are you
immediately
like
go into some form of combat stance because you surprised them from behind. And the Dragonborn like has both fists raised. You can see they're in sort of a combat stance. They appear to be a monk. The gnome you now see is holding a fairly large mace for their size. And the tabaxi is dual wielding hand axes. And the Dragonborn says, "Friend or foe?"
Well, I hope we are friends.
Preferably
not here
not
to-
foe, I say, stepping out with my hands up.
I mean, we're not here to pick a fight, if that's what you're wondering.
They pause. The Dragonborn looks to the gnome and just makes a general gesture. And you see the gnome raise their hands and go, "We'll have you repeat that in just a moment." And you can tell casting Zone of Truth. So let me go ahead and pull that up.
I have that.
Yep.
I don't have it prepared.
So it's going to be a 15-foot sphere surrounding the two of you. You will need to make a charisma saving throw. Let me go ahead and put some tokens in here.
Feel
Sure,
free
why
to
not?
fail automatically if you want.
Mm-hmm. You can, in fact, fail automatically if you so desire. No.
Live dangerously.
These are not the appropriate tokens, but I did not have time today to make the ones I wanted. Good news, with an 18 and a 17, you pass. You can lie if you so desire.
Well, still, it's the gesture that counts.
And... Oh. That's not the thing I wanted to pull up. Okay, hold on. I need to get a token for the eye as well.
Ah, of course.
I spy with my little eye.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. So I'm going to have to just put down an E, and that will be the eye. Okay.
The I is an E,
Mm-hmm.
except after C.
And it's sounding like A is in neighboring
neighboring
way.
way. And on weekends and holidays.
Holidays and all throughout May. Thank you, Jen.
We got there.
We got
And then it
there.
gets weird.
It was already
so-
weird by then.
Sure was. So yes, the lot of you are technically under the zone of truth, but you are not beheld to it at the moment. And then the gnome will ask, so once again, friend or foe, do you plan on fighting us?
Well, we're not planning to pick a fight.
We'd prefer to be friends than foes. So we've certainly got enough foes down here.
They turn to look at each other, and then the Dragonborn shrugs and goes, well, good enough for me. So, who exactly are you?
We are members of an adventuring party that are traveling through the Undermountain.
Never named ourselves, did we?
I don't think we ever did.
Is
not in this
We
life.
don't really
Is
have
that
it.
so? I wouldn't have guessed. I thought you were natives.
Hardy har. I'm Usk. This is Jhank. We have a party waiting in the wings, mostly to see if you were gonna cause trouble. But there's another 4 of us, and a friendly mimic chest.
Ah, okay. So we would have been fucked either way. Good to know.
Yeah, it
Okay,
probably
well.
wouldn't have gone well for you, but again, we've got enough foes down here. And
Yeah,
goodness,
makes
goodness,
sense, makes
goodness
sense.
knows this is a marathon and not a sprint.
Yeah. So I take it from that you're also dealing with whatever the hell's going on here.
You
Yeah,
mean the whole resurrection thing?
Is that what that is?
it's
Okay, yeah. Whatever's going on there.
the resurrection and amnesia thing, yes.
Okay, so we did die.
Yeah.
Roz, you owe me $5.
What does these bucks?
It's
You
just
smell
see,
beer.
junk.
you actually see the gnome like grumbling and then pulling out what appear to be 5 deer skins to hand over to
Hey,
the dragonborn.
Or not, okay.
Always
That-
taking the good blankets. Anyways, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Usk and Mr. Jhank. My name is Ross Nosifer Thimblewright, and this is my good friend Caravax, and over here is Wilting Cops. They don't talk much, so you'll just have to live with that.
That is fine by me.
I will find a way to survive.
I'm sure you will, given that you at least have your memories.
Well,
So,
we've been slowly piecing things together, you might say.
we only have them to the. We really only have them to the last death. Beyond that, we've had to use other means to fill in the blanks.
Oh, I see. Well, that's most terrible, and I hope things work out well for all of us, really.
Yeah.
Well, if you're looking for a piece of advice, you might see to taking up journals that you can hide in a safe place to help you remember things.
I'm gonna kind of step
So
past
you
them
can
and look
leave
at
the Undermountain then.
temporarily, or if you're outside the Undermountain too long, you will disintegrate and end up back here with no memories.
Oh!
Yeah.
And Caravax will say, cool, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's I don't know about the rest of my group or anyone else down here, but I'm rather galvanized to get to the bottom of this and end it, really.
Yep, sounds like a plan to me.
The problem is that all of us are a whole army of would-be looters and, tomb raiders and adventurers are up against an impossibly powerful mage and his,
shit like that,
And
pointing
caught-
to the arcane eye.
yeah, and caught
Also-
between him and his feuding apprentices as well.
Also, our past selves were absolutely terrible people who basically undermined our future efforts.
He's not really helping on the whole trust thing there, Jhank.
I mean, it's honest.
At this point, it's a precaution
who
in
let
case
him
we
go
might have
out.
run into each other in a past life and double-crossed each other in some way. Unfortunately, that's come up more than once. But,
Well,
turning a new
it's
leaf.
not like we would remember anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't think you have to worry about it right now.
Nope. Right now, we're all just fresh. So, might as well make the most of it.
Anything of note in that other room?
You can see that room at one point was a scullery. You can see a smashed
what?
preparation, a scullery, a kitchen. It has see a preparation table, dishwashing station, stone cabinet, pots, pans, utensils, all corroded and worthless. A water pump that has been broken in half, and but fortunately for the room, seems to have not had water in it for quite some time. Yeah, it's basically an empty kitchen.
I'm going to head back
Jhank's
the
gonna
corner.
indicate. Okay.
and...
Jhank's gonna indicate. Sorry, keep speaking over you.
Yeah, you do. I'm going to head back around a corner and indicate to the others that, hey, we found some friendly adventurers down here.
For now.
And also, Lander, there's a big old arcane eye that you might want to have a look at.
So Jhank is going to indicate to the two Umberhulks, your handiwork.
Caravax will point to one of them and goes, that one yes, that one no idea.
My compliments on your accomplishment.
That's, well, not nothing, but not that big a deal. Stuff happens.
Well, as a monster hunter, I feel obliged to offer compliments on such a performance all the same.
I appreciate the compliments, I think.
Yeah, we never know with Jhank.
All right. So, Caravax is going to turn back around and sort of look at the arcane eye, which is, it's not flitting about the room, but it is sort of like making an arced circle around it, looking at everything inside at once.
I mean, yeah, this king sees everything in this room, I'd imagine, within 30 feet. Or maybe it's more since it's larger.
Yeah.
So can Jhank check to see if he can salvage anything from the corpses of the
Umberhulks?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're Umberhulk hides.
Yeah, you can get some chitin from the Umberhulks, which could potentially be used to make some pretty decent armor. Not better than what you have currently, but good enough to sell.
Okay, so do I just get that, or is the roll for survival?
I believe what is that ability?
Or is it nature?
I believe as cunning artisan, you just have to take a short rest.
All right.
That's it. So you can harvest bone and hide from a slain beast, construct, dragon monstrosity, or plant creature of size small or larger to create one of the following items: a shield, club, javelin, or 1d4 darts or blowgun needles. Shields would be the appropriate thing here. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the d4s to see how much you can collect. If I can get it onto the thing. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, you can make you can harvest 3 decent sized shields out of their chitin. Hello?
Jhank?
So, well, does he? But the harvesting is what requires a short rest.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know that when you take that short rest, what you can do.
Okay.
So, because presumably you're not going to stop until you can have the short rest and do that.
No, probably not.
The remainder of the chitin is either too badly dented by fists, a mace, or just hacked to pieces. So, yes. Anywho, the 3 of them sort of look back over to you, and Roz will point to the arcane eye and go, so perhaps do any of you know what the deal is with this thing? Have you seen this before? Or because it looks like an arcane eye, as I'm vaguely familiar with it, but I've never seen one so large or so poignantly visible.
Yeah, that is the thing. Lander, you got any ideas?
Well, seems to be an arcane eye.
With a 22 and a 24, you know that this is a there are ways to change the spell so that it can be seen. It's usually a public message of sorts of you are being watched. Usk, you in particular have you have vague memories of some of House Castle, like some of your bounties actually attempting to use that as a secondary alarm system when you were trying to track them down. But as far as the size of it, it is designed to, as stated, only see about 30 feet in all directions. It is you can, if you enhance the size of the eye, make its range significantly larger. So in this case, with this size, it is probably a good 60, maybe even 80 feet able to look at. So this thing is watching a lot at once.
Well, someone wants this room watched, and wants anyone who comes into this space to know it is being watched closely.
What do we roll?
Probably the mage, and he's so strong that he doesn't care if he knows you're watching.
What would we roll to investigate the room more clearly?
Investigate?
Yeah.
Okay.
The question is, it doesn't seem like... Why here? It doesn't seem like there's much of anything valuable here.
Oh, I guess that's why we're investigating.
With
Is there a portal in the room?
Maybe because it's like...
isn't there?
There is an archway in the room, and then there's potentially more in the nearby areas. You're not 100% certain. With a 23, you can see that this room does in fact contain an archway, and what you see from it is the keystone has a hand pouring ale from a flagon on it. It is embedded into the south wall. But unfortunately, aside from that, doesn't seem to be much else. This just appears to have been at one point a temple refectory, just sort of a zone for people to relax, prepare food, and enjoy eating it, and perhaps ponder the meanings of existence, basically. Go ahead and open up this room for your owl.
All right, so we know that there's gateways, and that they are being relatively actively used. You know, there's a couple up sort of north-ish from here, and there's one here. So I guess I would assume that this particular gateway might have a pretty high priority, and thus require security.
Hey, by the way, do you guys have a map?
No, I haven't been making one. Roz shrugs, looks over at Wilt, and Wilt just taps their head.
Well, I was going to offer to sell you some map that I have made, but if you've already got in your head, then I guess there's no need.
Roz will look at you and go, "Yes, Wilt is very good with directions. We rely dearly on them to get out of here at points."
Yeah. By my estimations, I've only got like a fifth of this place mapped anyway.
The eye gets very close to you, Lander.
Hey. How's it going?
I think you said something interesting, Lander.
It is sort of hovering about you at this point.
Oh no.
But aside from that, it doesn't seem to be doing much else, although it's definitely, still seeing all of you in this room.
Yeah.
Roz will look at the eye and go, it's all a very interesting theory, but it actually didn't even show up here until a few moments ago as we were dealing with the aftermath of this event, pointing to the Umber Hulk that Jhank is
that completely blows it.
Pondering how to skin.
Now, how long was that before Jhank showed up?
Could have mentioned that sooner before I went off on the whole theory there.
I mean, it still could make sense. It just seemed I was more concerned that something of this size and potency might indicate some other kind of magic, something that could kill us again.
Yeah, you do
Did
bring
it-
up a point.
Pop out of thin air, or did it come through a doorway?
I approached through, and he points to the cracked doorway to their right,
Okay.
the one that Jhank is near.
So it might just be patrolling the dungeon.
It's a possibility. I don't know from whence it spawned or where it might go. And kind of as that is said, the arcane eye disappears.
As it does.
As it does.
So
Now the question is, did it just go invisible or did the spell end?
Or he got bored.
I guess you would have to keep an eye on things somehow and somewhere.
I mean, he did use it that one time. We have seen it before.
I don't recall because
I vaguely remember it. I think it came out of a crack in the wall or something.
I out of character personally remember it because it ended a cliffhanger.
Mhm.
And that's the context I remember it in.
Yes.
That's it.
Real fast of note, because the owl has entered a room. What you can see in that room, it's a flat 30-foot high ceiling and 10-foot high tunnels exiting to the south and to the east. There are 4 identical statues in those alcoves with the stars, each holding the likeness of a 10-foot tall dwarven king with a stern visage. And a torn tapestry hangs from iron rods mounted to the south wall. It depicts a king and his guards fighting a bullet in a gem-encrusted cavern. Bullet. I don't know why I said bullet. Bullet.
Because it sounds
Bullet
like
is
it should be said
a,
like that.
Bullet is an enemy and enter the
none
dungeon.
can outsmart Bullet.
None can outsmart bullet.
They are cute.
Bullet.
Is there an image of them somewhere?
I Fozo unless
I
we
can-
get another one.
I can put up an image, but yeah, there was one in the chat a while back.
They are adorable.
Oh, those things. I
Yeah.
remember.
Mhm.
The little land shark creatures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're adorable.
Here is the bullet I have image of.
That's a lot larger than I thought.
I love it.
Yeah, that's bigger than the last one.
Well, Bambi's screwed.
See, it's
Yeah,
not.
but who cares about Bambi?
I just want one as a pet. That's all I want.
It'd make a good dice bag, honestly.
Yeah,
It doesn't have teeth.
it doesn't need them. That jaw is gonna snap your bones.
Mhm.
Yeah. But doesn't look like it has a tongue either.
It's probably like a crocodile with where it's at the bottom.
Yeah, it'll have a tongue. It's probably not in that angle.
Fantasy taxonomy.
Anywho, so what would you like to do now? What would you like to you can talk with these folk who are discussing among themselves some minor things of what to do next and so on and so forth.
Well,
So do you have a current plan for investigating the dungeon?
Well, at the moment we were just planning on continuing to go through it. Yeah, because we I don't know if y'all have been getting messages, I guess. I don't know. Just someone
Messages?
telling us we need to complete this thing.
oh, yeah, that thing, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, get to the bottom, kill the mage, etc., etc.
Oh yeah, that.
Pretty
haven't
much.
gotten that
only
in a
once
while.
though. But
Hmm.
yeah.
We haven't gotten any in a while either, but given that that was the last thing we were told to do, kind of figured like we should, keep at it.
We're currently on our way to, was it the 10th level? with the
Yeah.
entrance to the 9 realms, 9 hells?
I believe so.
So we
Yes.
can access
Go
the
10 or 9.
city of Diz. Or was it this way?
I believe so.
Yep. So
Anywho, so yes, what would you like to do?
Well, I mean, Jhank is kind of looking at the rest of the group, kind of because he's feeling inclined to say, hey, how about we team up at least on a temporary basis? But he's trying to refrain from making the offer on behalf of the group when he doesn't know how the rest of them would feel about it.
do you know where any of those portals go?
No, we haven't really been able to make use of any of them yet, so we just have been crawling down one set of stairs at a time.
Well, from what I've heard, this floor doesn't have stairs.
Well, yeah, we went through a tunnel.
Yeah. I don't know if it has stairs down either.
Well, it probably does. We'll find them if they exist. We'll find them. Who knows? Maybe the Umber Hulks made another tunnel somewhere down to the next section.
It is
Maybe.
quite probable.
Well, we've come pretty much straight down the western side, as it were,
Oh, all right. Well,
and we haven't found the any downward tunnels, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, that's sort of the same area we came from. So I guess.
Maybe it's down that hole with the Umber Hulk.
I think that's just a
maybe.
20-foot hole with an Umber Hulk in it.
Yeah, but it would be par for the course for this place.
So y'all
There's
saw
a-
y'all met that weird dwarf at the pillar, right? Or not the pillar, the dais. God, I can never remember those words for some stupid reason.
The weird dwarf on the dais.
Yeah, there was like the big room with that whole team of dwarves, and I don't know, there was a clay golem or something they were dealing with. We just sort of snuck through while we were.
We have not encountered that room.
Here, I'll show you the path we've taken so far. And I show them what I've mapped out.
And Roz will look at the side path that you took and goes, "And what exactly is this over here?" And points to the various tombs that y'all went through.
Oh, just some fake tombs.
Curiosity.
Yeah, just a bunch of fake.
There's nothing
tombs.
left there. Except for like some sealed devil.
You see Roz and Wilt both look at Caravax with what appeared to be a little bit of like, "We told you there was something there." And Caravax is just going to shrug and say, "Does it really matter?" Caravax will point to the map and go, "Does this look like an exit? I don't think so. I don't think you two have any right to be complaining at me then."
Yeah, it's certainly not an exit.
It was a lot of trouble for not too much reward, so.
Well, I suppose that's good for me then. Okay. So, you say these gates do something?
Yeah,
only
they should
theorize.
teleport you to other floors.
We don't know where they go or how to activate them, though.
We know that we believe that someone had traveled through the ones up north very recently before we arrived, but
Well, we heard them going through.
yeah, we heard someone going through, but I can only assume that there's some kind of secret method of going through that is not going to is very obscure by design. And
One of them,
we're not going to know.
I'm
until
pretty
we can
sure.
find one. Who knows?
Pretty sure one of them uses some sort of object as a key to activate it, but don't know what that object is.
Oh, speaking of keys, now that I'm thinking, have you happened to come across any locks or doors you have not been able to get through?
Let me think. Hmm. And sorry, pondering. There is
The DM is loading.
the DM is indeed loading. Trying to remember where certain things are.
And if these NPCs have been there,
Yeah. I think there was. Nope, I got nothing. Roz, you're smarter than me. And Roz will roll his eyes before looking at you, Jhank, and going, I believe that contains the key to a room that we were unable to open somewhere to the northeast. We examined that area before we came back down this way, roughly the way you all traveled. Although we made a few shortcuts and pointing in a general direction towards that hallway just south of where the Umber Hulks were fighting. We cut across through this way before we came down through the tombs that you saw.
where they're mentioning, is that a place we've been yet?
No.
No, it's over here.
I'm talking about like the place where he's mentioning there may have been.
No, the northeast. Basically saying it's not anywhere I've seen on your map.
I don't suppose you could show us the way there, could you?
I suppose we could, if you're fine with a little bit of backtracking.
I mean, that's half a dungeon crawling anyway.
Caravax is going to sort of put a hand in front of Roz and go, before we just go ahead and do that, what exactly is your plan for this floor? You also just looking for an exit, or you got something else you're trying to do here?
We're just mainly looking for an exit, and if there's anything that could help us on our further quest downward in terms of making us stronger or more resilient, grab that along the way.
Not mapping every path that we take.
I mean, if we find useful items along the way, that's also good.
But our priority is to descend.
All right, how good are y'all at sneaking?
Well, some of us are really good, some of us are really bad, and some of us are middling.
Well, all right.
But we have someone who can cast Pass Without Trace.
I suppose that'll be helpful. Look, all I wanted to get at was, I'm happy to work together, but given that we've encountered some unfriendly folk ourselves down here, so I'm still gonna say this is more of a trial basis, and if y'all get yourself caught up in something, we might have to just cut and run. Just
as long as you don't start attacking us from behind.
Yeah, we can accept those terms.
And Caravax will look over to Wilt and say, all right, you know what to do. And Wilt will nod and begin to lead a path backwards.
All right.
And as you walk, you actually hear Caravax will ask one more thing, which was, so you guys kept the mimic thing?
Yeah, it's useful. Stores items. Also, we can like travel between it and between here and Skullport through it.
Also, we like it.
I see.
It is very friendly.
We're also friends with the thing who made it, with the person who made it.
Well, some of them are.
I'm glad that worked out for you. Ours tried to attack us, so we killed it.
Makes sense. That's unsettling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, given everything else that we encountered in that weird, I don't even know what to call it, that cave where we started back up again.
Yeah, the mushroom cave. Did you know that we're all mushrooms?
Roz is going to look at you with like, okay, you need to explain this more, and Caravax is going to look at Roz and go, they're either fucking with us or it's something I really do not want to hear about right now, okay?
You probably do not.
You do not want to hear about it.
Yeah,
You're
messed up
probably
Jhank pretty
happier
bad
knowing
for a
less
little while.
about it. The less you know, the happier you will probably be.
If you want to know about it, I'm happy to explain it.
Just Roz, you can get it from him later, okay? And Roz will nod excitedly.
All right.
And as you approach this door, Caravax will explain. So, just beyond this door is that place I was telling you about with the weird dwarf and all her people fighting the clay golem that we saw. So, be extra careful because they look nasty and I don't exactly know how they deal with strangers.
All right.
And
So,
very carefully open the
Victor,
door.
you want to pass cast that trace real quick?
Oh, can I hit everybody with that? That's gonna be a trick.
If you stand in the middle, there's a chance.
Okay, so there's no limit on how many people I can throw under this thing?
I don't believe so. I think it's just everyone in the range.
Yeah.
Then
That is a really big room.
Though certain
Yes.
people probably don't need it as much as others do.
creature. Putting it.
Still, probably better to get everyone if we can.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it has a limit, so yeah, everybody get close.
All right.
And then I will cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. All right. That will do some kind of work. Let me just
That's
make
concentration for how long?
That is concentration up to an hour.
1 hour. All right. Just
okay.
don't concentrate on anything else.
Well, I'm not planning on ruining this.
Yeah, I know. We've done this so many times before, like at least twice.
At least.
Mhm. All right. Everyone, roll me a stealth roll with a bonus of 10.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I need to roll as well.
It didn't give me the +10. What? That's
It did give you the
stupid.
+10.
It did?
Yeah, you have a +9 on there, which
Oh.
is -1.
Oh,
plus
right.
10.
Yeah. Nope. That makes sense. That
Jhank
makes
is
sense.
the stealthiest boy.
I rolled disadvantage and have an etiquette
did.
modifier. I'm always going to roll poorly on stealth.
I mean, you still got a 16. That's not bad.
And
Jhank
you want to
is
know
a-
what's funnier? You didn't roll the lowest.
Oh, no.
So as it turns out, Caravax and Wilting Cops did fine. And Roz, in his excitement and his cleric armor, trips almost immediately entering the room.
Ah,
Da-da-da-da-da-dun, dun.
And the rest of you, so basically place yourselves in the room. Feel free to sort of place yourselves anywhere. I'm going to have Cops and Caravac sort of positioned up here, and Roz entering last.
okay. Gonna hide behind a pillar. I'm assuming all of the people in the room are like down here.
I will go ahead and they aren't on the dais currently, so let me go ahead and I put them into the thing. There we go.
Here we go.
Reveal.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
How did we not notice these people?
No,
I mean, you noticed them. You were told they were here.
Ah,
I think it's
okay.
we just didn't care, and they were kind of relevant if we snuck through like we hoped.
But like,
it was Roz entering last and causing some amount of problem. Like, feel free to make adjustments on location based on, what has appeared. Where is? There's a particular dwarf. There she is.
That's a good spot.
So, you see immediately, all of you are still stealthed and hidden. Roz, has managed to get some attention. Let me see. I'm just double checking. It was because of the way Pass Without Trace works is didn't technically make any noise, but that like slowness to move or whatever is what caused attention. And one of the duergar approaches and sort of just sits on Roz before going, "Boss, we have another one." And you see a dwarf who doesn't look quite like the other duergar. She's wearing a gem-studded cloak fit for a king, and fastened to her belt is a small golden figurine of a female elf holding up a symbol of the sun.
Being deja vu.
And you can see that she's also wearing what appears to be like part of a cloaker over one of her shoulders. She approaches very slowly, not seeming incredibly hostile, but clearly extremely wary. She approaches Roz before saying, "And what brings you to our little neck of the woods, huh? Our little slice of rock." And Roz will pause before going, I was merely trying to get by, your lordship, and didn't want to disturb your process. I saw you dealing with the golem earlier, and he looks over and he can see there are some remnants of other duergar that used to be here. I am so sorry for your loss. And she just chuckles and goes, "Well, would you like to pay protection, or would you like to assist with my missing compatriots now?" And Ross will pause. What is the cost? She holds out a hand, starts counting in her head using her fingers, and goes, 50 gold. How does that sound? And Roz pales. He does not have that money.
Okay, question. How does fear work?
Fear, like as far as mechanically?
No, the skill.
It should say on your sheet.
Well, Okay, so is it at the location of the... Okay, the range is self 30-foot cone.
Yeah. Yep.
Now,
So-
I could...
Considering you're right behind her, so...
If I get within 10 feet of her, I could use Fey Presence, but I don't know that that'd be a good idea.
While you are planning this, the dwarf gestures for the one sitting on top of Roz to get up and help him to his feet before she approaches and pats his shoulders and goes, "You look like you know much about magic. Perhaps you will be helpful." And again, she seems pleasant, if a bit odd. She doesn't seem malicious. Just maybe not totally in line with y'all's morals.
Okay.
We should probably put a stop to this.
Roz,
I'm inclined to see, like, let it keep going but be ready to step in when it becomes necessary.
It sounds like we might be able to do this without going all hostile, which I know is not everyone's preferred way of doing this, but I just want to say that option is on the table.
mm-hmm. Conjures popcorn.
Okay.
So the duergar woman will lead Roz over to a camp sort of tucked away in one of the corners of the room, sort of on the opposite side. So if you want to stay close or do something, you can. I'm just letting you know that this is what's happening.
So I'm going to use my telepathy ability to converse with the tabaxi. So,
all right.
You seem like the level-headed person of your party. Any thoughts on what to do?
Let me just send back what you get sort of blasted in your head
via telepathy.
I feel like I'm going to start laughing.
Probably.
I don't think he's going to be level-headed about this. Not everyone is
I think
as...
it's going to be really funny.
Not everyone is as ice-cold under pressure as you are, Lander.
I mean, if Yuliy was any indication when I first used this power, it might not go well. The first thing Yuliy did was scream.
Yes, because it's an invasion of privacy when you don't know when it's happening.
Well, it's not like I can read all your thoughts. I can only read the thoughts that are in reply to the things that I have thought or sent. Telepathed?
It's still you randomly speaking into my head.
Yeah, well. Sure, I could have let it be known beforehand.
I mean, you say that this duergar person might not be on the same moral wavelength as we are, but I still don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Thimbleright?
Thimbleright would be the gnome. He was introduced as Rosnosifer Thimbleright.
Got it.
Yeah, that's the full name.
Okay.
Cool. You see this duergar reach into what appears to be a fairly large treasure chest, and pull out an onyx smoking pipe. Before packing it, lighting it, taking a deep inhale of the tobacco placed inside, and passing it to Roz. You take, and it symbolized that you are part of our crew for time being, at least.
That's probably got a magical effect on it.
Roz will very nervously take it.
Can Jhank grab the pipe before Roz smokes it?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna do that.
So John's you just grab it out of midair in front of them?
Well, just hold.
Well, I mean, grab it. We're passing without trace, not invisible.
You're not invisible.
Well, yeah, he's going to grab it and basically. Well, he's basically going to hold it there, so not. He's basically just going to grab it so that Roz doesn't smoke it without knowing what it would do.
Okay, so you are basically making yourself known.
Yeah.
The dwarf the dwarf woman will blink before following the hand, seeing you and saying, "And what the fuck are are you doing back here?
Hello?
Ay, where is your boss?
I step out from behind the pillar over here.
Making yourself known.
Making myself known. We're not here to press gang anyone today. Maybe we can work this out on more even terms.
Was he with you? You should have just said. She pushes Roz away and go back to your boss. And
Jhank will basically let Skella take back the pipe.
Yes.
You'll have to forgive us. Our intention was not to open any hostilities at all, but then, well, one of us tripped and you saw him, and here we are.
Yes. I understand. He was not with you last time, so I forgive. I did not realize you were partnered in a capacity.
It's that's how things have turned out. So obviously we are trespassing. But
no, you are not. You cannot trespass here. Do not worry, my friend.
It sounded like you needed some magical help with something.
Oh yes, it was the same problem I introduced you to. The whole pointing to the dais golem situation and the doors behind it.
Oh goodness, have we? Sorry, this is not our first meeting, is it?
Sorry, I didn't quite.
Sorry, this is not our first meeting, is it?
No, of course not.
Oh,
You help. She pats the cloaker on her side. You saved us from yet another terrible fate in this terrible place. So,
well, we have done so much to deal with terrible fates. Perhaps you could remind us.
We were attacked by cloakers. You came in. You killed them. We live to fight another day.
Indeed. Right, yes, the dais. Still no progress.
So, did you
on
have
that?
any luck figuring out in your exploration what might be causing this?
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go Arcana the altar. That's
as soon as you take the first step on the stairs, she turns to you and starts yelling like, "Do not get on the dais!" Because the instant you step foot on the top part, a clay golem appears. And begins to approach you.
Lander, back up.
I did.
Specifically at the altar, but the instant you sort of step off, the clay golem steps backwards to the altar and disappears.
Interesting.
Right, that problem.
Yes, that problem. The one that killed 4 of my best men.
Indeed.
Well, at the very least, I can see you're no longer holding my dagger, so I assume you must have gotten it back to its proper place.
Unfortunately, on one of the later floors, we got rather turned around. The magics down below are very sinister and did a number on all of us.
Yes. We have been fighting that off with, and she holds the tobacco. You'd be surprised how good, strong dwarven tobacco can sort of alleviate some of the pressures of this place.
Interesting.
At least on this floor. I have not tried it further down, but not really interested.
No, I suppose not. Well, we didn't solve that. Okay, so I kind of confer with Yuliy and Lander and everyone and be like, all right, so we didn't solve this the first time around. I have a strong feeling we might not be able to solve it now, but
Now, what if we just
Smash it.
kill the golem?
It sounds like they've already fought this thing over and over, and they have a, this is a kind of a battalion here, and they didn't have much luck with it. And I have a funny feeling there's going to be more than one golem.
But did they have the shatter spell?
Yes, we
Well,
know
I
you're
guess
very proud of that spell, but
I mean, we've
You
been
just wanted
fighting
to
a lot of
escape, dude.
inorganic things. They get disadvantage on their saving throws.
you really want to fight this thing, huh?
Well, I mean, it's not even my best spell. I've got better spells.
Refresh
it just
my
has that.
refresh
anyway.
my memory. I looking to the leader, whose name I still don't technically know.
Yes, you still don't technically know her name.
And-
It is Skella Iron Eye, but obviously you don't remember that.
I say, refresh my memory. That happens every time, and I assume it's just one golem after another, right?
It's just the one golem, but we have been unable to even slightly damage it.
Huh.
As I recall, you had similar problems when you attempted to attack it last time, but you also said something about not having the right equipment or something along those lines. Part of the reason you were continuing on and letting us sort of examine this problem and make ourselves cozy in the meanwhile.
Yeah,
Could you remind us in what ways we attacked it?
Whatever you had on you at the time. It's been months.
It has
Hmm.
10 months. Interesting.
Did we
Well-
use magic?
Not that I recall, but your group was not quite so large last time.
True. It might be worth a shot then, actually. You might have a slightly better handle on our skills now. You might have a more...
Yeah.
For now, I'm gonna investigate it from over here.
With a nat 20.
What
Okay.
did Yuliy say?
You said Dahlia.
Oh, Dahlia.
Yep.
Yeah. It feels
Well,
like
Someone here's gonna be
Dahlia's,
really excited.
Dahlia's form of violence might be less effective, or maybe she's got something that'll help. It could, yeah. Anyway, what is the investigation result?
With a 30, here is what you can sort of identify. Let me pull up the information.
What can you identify physically about this magical trap?
Mm-hmm. You can see that the dais has a set of double doors carved from black basalt in the bath, flanked by two glowing quartz pillars. There's a
Mhm.
bas relief carving of a mountain with a gem at its heart, which you recognize as the symbol of Dumathoin. The altar is a block of clay, 7 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet high. And the clay golem that erupts from it has dwarf-like proportions. But you can also tell that, like, that altar seems perfectly pristine. It looks like it hasn't been eroded by time or weather or attacks. The golem entering and exiting it doesn't seem to do anything to it. It seems perfect.
I have a theory.
What is
We
that
should
theory?
Probably, if we do this, we should probably make sure that the golem comes off the dais. I feel like fighting it on it is not going to do anything.
Seems reasonable.
The duergar will sort of shake their head and goes, no, we try that as well. Golem does not come off of dais
At all.
at all.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I mean, you saw it with Lander. As soon as he stepped on, things started chasing him. As soon as he stepped off, he's not going to pursue. And
Was
the
there
only way to
anything else
and the
to
only way
investigate?
and he's only active when someone's on the dais that he can follow. So
Well, what if someone was on the dais and then they happen to shove it off the dais?
if I don't know who has enough strength to shove off a clay golem.
How do you feel about
Looks
explosives?
at Talia.
No. We push golem off dais. It just go back on dais.
Yeah.
Ah,
How do you feel about things that explode?
Explosions are good, yes.
Good, because I have things that explode.
Well,
You could also
sound-
try to dispel magic.
I was going to ask if that altar was magical.
Seems that way.
Dahlia, despite all of this, is sort of like looking at her weaponry and going, I don't know that I can mess with this thing, unfortunately.
Because regular physical attacks won't be effective at all.
Yeah, golems like that tend to be a little difficult unless I've got something magical, and I don't right now.
I do
Oh,
have
yeah,
a
she wasn't with us when we did the whole enchantment thing, was she?
Nope.
I do have a magic short bow now.
Well,
so, like,
that'll
is it-
probably be helpful.
So specifically
Just
magic
go it-
weapons. Magic and magic
just
weapons
go
are
in the
required.
chestnut.
I would assume golems tend to be kind of a bitch like that.
I know I
this
dropped
is
like
me
half
asking
my
as a
weapons into
player as
chestnut.
much as I can because like I don't
Yeah.
know much.
So-
I don't have this meta knowledge. They're like the rest of you
Mhm.
do apparently.
Was that what was it? Adamantine Warpick? Did that have any magic, or was it just an Adamantine Warpick?
It was just an adamantine warpick.
Now, has anyone ever tried just using a shovel? Just shoveling away the clay.
I don't think shovel is an element.
Dahlia is going to look at you like you just said, what if you just grabbed the sun out of the sky?
Yeah, right?
Well, I mean, why not?
This
Sun
is
grabbing the
dirt.
sun
This
can't
is
be
this
too
is
hard. Yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke.
this is dirt that fights back. You can't just shovel it.
For all the
Dahlia
jokes
will
I've
pause and
made,
go,
no one
I
seems to
forgot
catch
your
on that I
jokes
make
are
jokes.
like this.
Right? Oh,
So-
finally someone gets it.
I mean, there's a good chance this is the first life I've made jokes.
Oh, that's a terrifying thought.
So I'm inclined to have Jhank try tossing one of his duds at the altar.
Go for it.
Yeah, actually not a bad idea.
Maybe back up a bit.
Mm-hmm. All right. Tossing an explosive at the...
It's a dud. He's first testing what'll happen if he tosses. I mean, if there's any reaction just to something being tossed there.
looks like items are a no. Like, looks like non-alive things don't really mess with it.
Firebolt
Go-
the dud.
So let me double check. You have 9 duds. All right.
I have 8 duds listed now. I think I've used
8 more,
some.
yeah. All right. Let me roll to determine the kind of damage it does. Okay. The dud explodes. It's not a very big explosion in this particular case.
It's a bit of a gunpowder burst, yeah.
Yeah, it is a burst. The altar looks exactly the same as when you saw it a few moments ago.
Okay.
That's
Let's try Eldritch Blast.
I think let's before we use any spell slots or items or anything like that. Let's do a quick inventory of our magical weapons and abilities, and I think we just take this thing head on and see if we can just whittle it down with magic.
I mean, Jonk's going to toss a couple more duds up there.
I think
All right.
it's only going to
How
matter when
many?
the golem is out.
It's, not a good idea to stand near explosives.
Mm-hmm. How many duds?
2 of them.
2?
He's not going to light them. He's just throwing them up there.
Oh, okay. Without
like- So basically setting up for a bigger boom.
Okay. All right.
And then are you going to throw a regular bomb there, or do you want me to firebolt those again?
Well, he was planning on tossing a regular bomb.
Okay.
Though there is something to be said about, do we want to get the golem animated first?
I mean, I feel like the explosives aren't going to do much.
So someone want to go over and try just step onto the stair over there just to get the golem moving?
Okay, so
It's your plan.
How many magic weapons do we got? I've
got
got my short bow.
I recently picked up the cantrip Shillelagh, whatever. Lets me make my quarterstaff magic. But also I am mostly magic.
I'm thinking
So
mostly
it's kind
the
of unnecessary.
people with melee, so that someone can be on the dais keeping this thing's attention.
Oh,
Oh,
I
in that
realized
case,
I forgot
Well-
that. I have that.
Yeah, I mean, I think now these are the weapons we got +1 on, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and
Right.
have
So
the-
Jhank at least has the +1 warhammer.
well, I will offer Dahlia the +1 scimitar I have. I'm not getting a melee.
I have a
Okay.
solution to Dahlia's magical weapon deficiency, actually.
Mhm.
Because I realized I have magic weapon as a spell.
Oh,
You do.
that works too.
well, there we
I
go.
wish you can use her own.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
All right. So you're handing her the +1 greatsword?
No, I have a spell called magic
Oh,
weapon.
right. Duh.
Chanting.
So if
Right,
she hands
it is
me
enchanting.
her weapon,
Her greatsword, yes.
To
Her
make it an even
greatsword is-
better sword.
Yeah. All
she
right.
gets
Yeah.
a +1 magic weapon.
All right. She will gladly do that. You burn a 2nd level spell slot.
Yeah, I do.
Man.
Dahlia will smile and say, "This seems like it'll work. All right. Want me to get up there?"
All right, I think everyone get
you.
into a position.
Just get its attention at first. Jhank's gonna hold up one of the bombs, not yet lit,
Yeah.
but ready to light and
Yeah,
throw.
let it spawn. See if Zhank's explosion does anything, and then we all start bombarding it with everything we got. All right.
Maybe like go in the corner so that you're not in
maybe-
range of the explosives.
Okay, so are people getting up that close that quickly?
I mean, if you want, like, the golem does not activate until someone is on the top step, like on the dais itself, not on the steps. But yes, you can, in fact, if you want to do it as in the we can be in the corners instead of here, if you so desire.
Since, explosives have a range.
They do.
I'm going to, before this starts,
fine.
hide behind this pillar here.
Mm-hmm.
Fire resistance. It's
Not
fine.
a bad idea.
Roz is going to look at all of you and go, "I'm just going to heal you if necessary, if that's okay."
Cool.
All right, you probably stand back a bit too.
Yeah, Roz is going to stand back, and the duergar are going to sort of line up over in this general zone to watch the show. And Skella will say, "As I said, I don't know how much help we can actually be because we cannot damage this thing. But if you need a distraction, we will gladly help in that regard."
If we need to
you need
disengage, we'll
someone
let
to-
you know.
Okay. So
Well, I mean,
yeah, they're lined up, and you can see they've got swords, shields, everything at the ready, so that they are able to.
If we
join
need to
the
quickly
fray.
drag someone out of there who can't get out by
Yeah.
themselves, but then we'll have plenty of able hands to
hmm
distract and extract.
Okay.
Okay, so then once the golem takes its form and is ready to step off, Jhank will toss a lit bomb to join the two duds.
Okay. So, you toss the lit bomb. It goes off, obviously, because you're set to do that.
Mhm.
I do have some bad news.
It does nothing.
No, I have worse news.
It does too much.
It does too much.
So normally,
This is fine.
this is the radius of the bombs.
Oh no.
This is fine.
Huzzah! I'm safe.
It does nothing to the golem and something
One
to
of the
Dahlia
duds is
and-
overpacked.
Oh
Oh no, my hubris.
no! Jhank, you fool!
So
How's he
let's
supposed to
see-
know?
So I'm gonna need
So-
Ooh.
Full cover behind a pillar?
full cover. Fortunately, will help. I'm gonna call that basically an auto success on the like fireball aspect of this, which is taking half damage. I'm gonna need dex saves for everybody
Oh
else.
no. Crunch bite.
Bye, dog.
So yeah, crunch bite might be. in some
I'm
trouble.
definitely going to apply evasion if I succeed this.
Yeah, you'll well, you don't need to roll. Again, the full cover of the pillar means
Oh.
that you succeed on the like that aspect of it.
Here's a thought. You could protect Crunch Bite.
I already get half.
So yeah, this is not good.
Yeah.
Let me
know-
roll for all the duergar.
Ages
I
ago,
feel like
when
they
Jhank
would've
started
gone
getting his interest
further.
in explosives, somehow I had a feeling of foreboding.
This is why we should have just used magic.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and roll the requisite number of damage dice.
Probably a lot.
There's gonna be corpses.
Yeah. So, this was all Jhank.
Yeah,
Every
all
day.
yeah.
Jhank.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, there's no way this can be spun as anything but Jonk's fault.
Okay. Everyone in the blast radius is taking 44 damage.
Is that already halved?
That is not halved.
Okay, so
Okay.
22. It's fire, right?
It's fire damage, yes.
I
22.
am not, because the full cover makes me auto-succeed on the dex save, and I can just say I take no damage from AoE effects.
Correct. Let me do one other thing.
Please tell me you don't just murder all the duergar.
Oh, they're all dead. All of them.
Let me.
There is no doubt about that.
Oh.
No.
So the good news is, the duergar aren't dead. They are all unconscious.
Got knocked out by the shockwave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the guy, the other guy's name again?
Roz Nossenberg.
Yeah.
Um,
Earn your keep. Let's go.
Well,
yep,
he was also in the blast zone.
he was. He's a
He's
cleric,
fine.
though.
Earn
so
your keep.
he should be relatively fine.
Yeah,
He looks messed up, but okay, but relatively okay. Unfortunately, Stella also unconscious. You knocked out everybody.
So, we're confiscating Jhank's explosives after this, right?
Yeah.
The golem,
I
fortunately,
mean, everyone
Didn't take-
approved it. Everyone approved of the plan.
We're also
this is actually
confiscating our
100%
consent
true.
for you to use explosives
Yeah.
after this.
Crunch Bite, I am going to say, sensing the danger, escaped. Because I don't want to murder a dog today.
Yeah. Yep.
We can just say that, and that's okay.
Yeah. But
Nobody is going to object to that GM ruling.
yeah.
I don't know. Are you going to
Not
learn
right
your lesson?
now. I especially don't want it to be because of you. Because
And
at this is the first time you've had a dud have effect like this.
I feel like we knew about the effect. We knew about it.
I don't remember the effect.
No,
what I
this
had
is
Well,
new.
you weren't
This is
there.
new.
Yeah, this is the first time this has happened. The duds effect is how I described it in the past was you're either going to get less than usual of an explosive or way more than usual of an explosive.
Yeah.
This is the first time it's happened on the way more area, and combining 3 bombs means big area of effect. So, in this case, let me get the damage set on everybody.
I got mine set.
I did mine.
Yeah. Dahlia will be taking 44 minus 8, which is 32.
I did 22.
I mean, if nothing else, it's a great moment at least.
Yeah, no, I won't disagree.
I don't know about great. I don't know about great, dude. Great
It
is a
was
strong word.
Jhank, you've taken 33 damage. The good news, the golem took 44 damage too.
Oh, good.
Small mercies.
The altar looks perfectly normal. It looks like nothing happened to it, but the golem had chunks blasted out of it.
Well, that's exactly what we were
At
hoping.
the very least, it wasn't all for naught.
Okay.
It did exactly
Okay.
what we thought it would do.
And now
I
it's
mean-
time for initiative.
I mean, the
God.
visual, I'd say the visual made it pretty well worth it.
Okay, I have really good news.
Did the golem get a 1 on initiative?
The golem got really low, and Roz got really high. I don't have him in
Nice.
the combat tracker because I don't have his NP sheet in
NP sheet.
here. So,
Okay.
Jhank, do you want me to roll for you since you're currently disconnected?
I think I'm having trouble.
There you go. You're reconnected.
All right, there we go.
Victor,
Yes?
you need to roll initiative.
Oh,
I'm at
yeah, I
the
did.
bottom again.
sorry. Thought I did.
No worries. It must not have gone through.
I could have
I don't think
been.
my
Yeah.
I don't think my
Yeah.
HP's been noted though.
I did. Wound. 33.
Like last week.
Oh, I don't
we
s-
encountered, didn't
Oh,
we
I
have-
guess I'm still having trouble being connected because I'm not seeing anything listed. Of course, my map's also not properly loading.
Okay. Well, let's see. It's time for the start, which is Jhank. Jhank, what is your first move?
Well, yeah, like I was saying, my map isn't
Oh, yeah.
properly loaded, so like for example, the
Oh.
golem isn't showing up in that.
Ah, okay. I don't know how much I can do about that for right now.
I don't know. Oh, wait, there it is.
Okay.
Yay.
Maybe like get rid of the radius now.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's no longer necessary. Get rid of that pointer.
All right.
All right, Jhank,
Ow.
you're up first.
Okay. I'm feeling like having Jhank being bold and just charging in.
Okay, go for it.
Oh boy.
And so we're able to take pieces off this golem so it no longer functions.
No, that's not
Oh.
how Golem works. Just
Okay.
No, the blast
Chunks-
happened and chunks fell off because of blast.
yeah, that's how it's
Okay.
Like
So-
throwing dynamite at a wall.
yeah, basically.
Okay. So the axe may not be able to work, but he can't. But at least he can still, double swing with the.
The
With
hammer?
it-
Yes.
Yeah. So.
We're going off the idea that we have to use magical weapons and attacks. So
Mhm.
Okay. So.
Also, Digo, what was that roll for?
Could you whisper to me what the answer was? It's for something.
Sure.
it's for something.
Secret. He's got a secret.
Secret.
Oh, okay. That was a concentration check, by the way.
Oh yes, makes sense.
Right. We don't really need that anymore,
Probably not, but
especially since the people that we were using it against are now unconscious.
Actually, Yuliy, you need to make a concentration check.
Oh,
Oh, because magic weapon.
Yep.
this will be fun. Oh, I have a +5. Maybe that'll help me.
Mm-hmm.
Noise.
That worked.
Someone loves me.
Mm.
Maybe it's Dad.
Hooray!
And-
Okay.
And I mean, I guess I might as well make the third swing as long as it's. I mean, it probably won't do anything, but
Just gonna go with
I mean, if it's with the Warhammer, it has a chance.
well, I mean, the 2 swings were already with the Warhammer,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yes, you you do manage to damage it with the Warhammer. It does manage to sort of impact and shatter. The axe, however, just sort of bounces off uselessly.
Well, that confirms it.
Mm.
well, he's in battle mode, so it's kind of a
You can't
instinctual
not
thing.
swing the other weapon.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't swing the weapon, he's just wasting an attack, and that just won't do.
Can you not just swing the Warhammer 3 times?
I don't think that's allowed.
Oh,
It's specifically an offhand attack, right? Something like that.
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
Just to let you all know, Wilt and Caravax are going to be doing the saves to make sure that the duergar don't die.
Yes.
So
Nice.
they will be in the background doing that while this happens. In that case, Usk, I believe it's your turn.
All right. Can I say I've already taken the time to hide from?
Yeah, you're fine. The golem is only noticing what's on the dais.
All right. Then I'm going to attack first time with short bow.
Nice.
Huzzah.
Successful hit.
That's my.
Are you using those magical arrows?
I think you have the magical arrows, don't you?
I don't think I have them in my inventory.
Let me double check.
Yeah, I just have quiver, 2 arrows.
I do not seem to
So
have
they
any
got a
magical
longbow
arrows
plus
in
1.
my.
I must have forgotten to add them. I could have sworn you were the one who picked them up, Jhank.
Well, I think there was initially, but then realizing, oh wait, these probably be better suited for Usk since he does more shooting.
Mm-hmm. All right. In which case, you get to add another 4 to that damage and 2 attacks.
Okay. So +4 modifier to those.
Yep.
Okay, so I got a 19 and then dealt 11 plus 16.
Nice.
For sneak attack.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Okay. That should be. Hold on. I can brain. There we go. I've mathed. Those arrows sink into the golem, and it looks like they actually did quite a significant chunk of damage.
All right, I'm going to make my second attack, which is not going to have advantage because I've pretty much revealed myself, but it's going to have that +4.
Yep.
Oh, I should probably actually make the attack, not just roll a d20.
No worries.
Would it
That
not
hits.
have advantage anyway due to it being right next to Jhank?
I think we've been over that, and
I don't remember.
I don't think it's that simple.
The first one would have advantage, second one doesn't. That's how we're going
All
to
right.
roll with it.
Okay.
That 16 hits, so no worries there.
It was also plus my other modifiers, but yeah, anyway, yeah, just
Mhm.
there we
All
go.
right. That dealt another significant chunk of damage. All right. Is the owl doing anything, and is Crunchbite doing anything?
No.
All right.
I think Crunchbite, smart enough to run, is also smart enough to not run and attack the golem.
Yeah.
Crunchbite
Okay.
starts pulling away the duergar to a safer distance.
Yes.
I mean,
okay.
that actually would make sense if the dog were pulling the duergar back to where they can be healed further away from
I mean, they're not in any danger right now, aside from the danger that the explosion caused.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt.
Roz is going
And
to
Jhank's and
sort of.
Crunchbite's going to want to do something to help if he can.
Mhm.
Yeah, just let him have that.
Roz is going to get a quick sort of count on who's hurt among the lot of us, the lot of you guys, and then cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
So where are the D8s? Arrange dice. So everyone but Usk will be getting healed because Usk
It's fine.
is not damaged. Was
Well,
not damaged by the bombs.
I do have like one wound.
I think Roz might not notice that in comparison to the
Yeah.
Would you like
Blast.
a band-aid for that paper cut?
Yeah.
blast damage everyone else.
Hold the finger. I have a paper cut.
Shoot.
Yeah,
on.
no. If there's a target limit, leave me out of it. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a target limit of 6. So yeah, choose up to 6 creatures in the radius. There we go. I finally rolled it. Cool. Everyone's gonna get back 18 health.
Nice. That's almost all of it for me.
Yeah, almost all of it.
Nice. So
5.
15. All right, I think that should be.
And then at this point, Jhank's temporary HP would be gone entirely.
Yeah, the temp HP is long gone. Okay. Oops, not 16. Should be 12. There we go. All right. So everyone hath been healed. And Ross is going to sort of go, just raise a hand and go, get him, Victor.
Get him.
Would have liked that golem to move from where it is at, but I don't think it's going to at this point. I don't know. How far is it? 5, 10, 20, 25. Okay, so I need to move here to be within 30. Okay. I'll see if I can pull the damn thing off from where it is, because I need you to not be there. So I will try Thorn Whip.
Okay. Go for it.
And then you pull it on top of Jhank.
I don't know.
Is there an issue with where it is now?
Well, I wanted to mess with the stupid altar, but
Ah,
I don't want to be in melee with that thing.
got it.
I might not have a choice. I mean, I suppose I can move to the side a little bit instead.
The most it's going to get pulled is onto Jhank.
Yeah.
Jhank can take it.
Now it can get pulled next to Jhank.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, that's about, I don't know. It says 25, it should be about 30, so.
Yeah.
Okay. And Thorn Whip.
That's a hit.
Yay! I don't know if this is going to do anything for damage, but
It managed to deal some damage.
okay.
It is
Alright,
magic after all.
Now let me double check Thornwhip's rules on okay. Golem is just large, so technically it can be pulled.
Yeah, I think I could do large.
Yep, it has to be larger, smaller.
Yay! I remembered.
All right, so it gets dragged 10 feet towards you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 5, 10. That technically pulls it out of Jhank's way, so Jhank, you get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna, as it's falling off, he's gonna swing the hammer at its leg. Gonna try and kneecap the golem.
All right, go for it.
That is a pretty cool mental image, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Did that not go
Just-
through?
It didn't go through. I didn't
No.
see anything.
Huh.
Curse you, connection issues!
Second roll was a 20!
I am still not seeing it.
No, it's not showing up in the tracker, so
You might have to
Well,
log
I
out
did-
and log back in.
Well, I did just turn my wireless on and off and on, so.
Hmm. There we go. I see a roll now. It's still a hit.
Hey,
Nice.
Nice. Very good. Very good. Is that your turn, Victor?
Yep, that's my turn.
In that case, it's Dahlia's turn.
And now it's in a better position for Dahlia and Yuliy to flank.
Mm-hmm. Dahlia's going to smile and say, "Thanks for bringing it closer so I could hit it with my sword." And
You're welcome.
approach. And time to do some damage to the golem. How many attacks does she get again? Good God.
High level
It's-
fighter? Who knows?
Yeah, she's a level 15 fighter, so she gets
3 before
yeah.
action surge.
Yeah, well she's used her action surge already, so
Oh, well,
from yesterday.
fair.
So yeah, it's just gonna be this great sword, which is gonna be slightly better than what it rolls. Yeah, that's a hit. Yep. It actually should not have resisted that because I forgot
It's
to make
because the
this.
great sword's type isn't magic, so it's
Yeah,
got
it's not
mono.
magical. So should actually
But she's using a magic
be-
weapon. That's the thing we're doing.
Currently,
Yeah,
magic weapon from thanks to Yuliy, which
Yep.
fortunately did not go away.
It gives, if I, right now, when it's cast, it's +1, but if I did it at 4, it would be +2, and then it goes up. I don't remember what level it goes up again.
And
So
Thanks-
14,
thanks to that-
15.
and it's not-
Dahlia swings once. The sword gets stuck halfway through the golem's head. She pulls it back out, swings again, and the golem's head goes flying as the rest of the body collapses underneath it.
Wow, didn't even save anything for me. I see.
Dahlia is going to look at you and go, "You're all the way over there. What were you
Well,
gonna
what am I
do?"
supposed to do about that?
Good
look!
finish.
Dahlia is going to point at the sword and go, "Look, this was a team effort, okay? Because this wouldn't have done shit without you."
I like the way
Yeah.
you cut its head straight off and sent it flying.
Yeah, well, let's hope this thing doesn't come back like us.
Mm.
All right, so let's see about this dais. See if we can examine it.
Caravax is going to go, "Okay, I think we managed to get all of these guys stable, so don't
Well,
worry
that's
about them
good to know.
flying."
Okay, that's good.
Also, holy shit. I don't think y'all need our help.
Yeah,
Probably not, but
but-
it's still good to go in numbers
I think we're beyond help.
in multiple ways.
So, anyways,
In
just to be
multiple
on
ways.
the safe side, just to be on the safe side, Jhank's gonna kind of swing his hammer casually at the golem body, smash it further.
Yeah, it smashes further. Okay. Well, as you get on the dais, and as previously stated, it's got the stars are the 2 glowing quartz pillars that you've seen so frequently throughout this area.
I thought the little pillars near the bottom were the quartz pillars.
Not the star ones are the quartz ones.
Okay.
The rest are just stone pillars that line the room.
All right.
Sorry. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I misread this. The stars in this case are actually 10-foot tall statues of dwarves outfitted in ceremonial purple and gold armor with eyeless helms.
I thought
Um,
the stars were usually statues.
Yeah,
Oh.
I apologize there.
No worries, it's fine.
A lot of dwarven tombs around here.
Yes, well,
Well, it's underground.
it is a dwarven residence, or was at one point. The doors you see in the very back are, as previously stated, black basalt doors. They almost appear to absorb all light. However, you
black
can
stone.
see there. Yes. However, you can see there is some kind of inscription on them.
Ooh, I can read inscriptions.
It's
Yeah,
in
Lander,
Dwarvish.
you're
I can read inscriptions.
Yeah, I know you can. I'm just
Lander.
letting you
scan.
know the language of origin.
Okay. And I think Victor can also read Dwarvish.
I
Mhm.
can?
Was that a question?
No, that was an answer.
Okay.
Are we waiting on
Okay.
something?
Waiting on a whisper?
No, we're reading it.
Oh,
I have
okay.
sent the translation to Lander.
Oh.
Will of the keeper of secrets under the mountain, that only the hand of the king may open these doors, that all who enter gaze upon the heart of Milerbode, and know the true power of dwarven kind.
Oh, good. Heart of Lorcan, the Dwemer did it.
So, Milerbode.
If you want to know what that means, feel free to roll a history check.
All right.
Roll a what check?
A history check.
24.
All right. With a 24, you know that Milerbode is the name of the ancient dwarven realm beneath Mount Waterdeep, whose underhalls were the foundations of the Undermountain.
Hmm.
So basically, this whole dungeon is based on Milerbode. It was built off of it, I should say.
And so behind these doors is the heart of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that could be interesting.
That could be either really good, really bad, or somewhere in between.
So is this just like a sarcophagus on the dais here, or?
That's the altar, the clay
Altar.
altar the golem sprang from.
Gotcha.
So should we wait for the
Just like the block of clay.
should we wait for the dwarves to come to before we try getting in?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Only the hand of the king. Didn't we find the king's tomb?
We did.
Real tomb?
Mhm.
Do we need to go? Do we need to go back and get his hand?
Do we need to go back and get his hand? Or
Do we need to, are we adding grave robbers down to our list of things we
I don't
are
know.
today?
I mean, we've got a King Slayer.
I don't think
I
that
mean,
counts.
technically, we already robbed a grave.
It's
We
our
did
Cal-
already rob the grave, but,
Mhm.
well,
maybe hand of the king can mean a bit more than just his actual hand. Maybe like one of the items he was buried with, like the war pick and whatnot.
well, it was the war pick and the shield, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Gonna pull those out and kind of press them against the door and see if that does anything.
Doesn't Yuliy have both of those?
I'm asking whoever has them. Let's pull them out.
I
and see
do
if
not
they-
have them.
I don't have
Really?
them.
I
I
already
thought we were
have a
giving them
shield.
to you.
I already have a shield.
Well, at
Giving me
least-
another one wouldn't do anything.
Is it not a better shield?
I don't think we said it was. I don't recall it being said that it was going to go to me.
I feel like at least the war pick was going to you.
I think Usk got the shield.
Okay.
Hold on. Did I seriously not put it in inventory? Terrible job, past me.
You probably thought it was future Din's problem.
Ugh. Okay.
always
hold on.
Future Din's
just
problem.
assuming that it's in someone's inventory. Let's.
Yes, it's
pull
in
them
someone's
out.
inventory because I do know you all grabbed it. Here
We
is
did
what
take them.
happens.
Yeah.
As you touch the doors with the shield and axe, the bas relief above the door and the gemstone begin to glow, and a shimmering hand appears. Roll a dex save, Spud.
Well, at least that's good for me. 18?
Let me find out.
Damn.
Not good enough, unfortunately.
Dang.
You will be taking. Hold on, I can probably just put it on your character sheet. The glowing mystical hand slams into you, hitting you for 14 damage.
All right. Yeah, stagger back a bit.
And it's still floating there above the dais. Everyone roll initiative again.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're doing this again. Okay, sure.
Yep.
See.
Just knock down all the things.
Move it slightly forward.
Crap.
So it's not in the mass. Yep.
You don't say.
Yep.
I couldn't
But
have
I guess the
imagined.
shield was the wrong thing.
Bigby's hand. Oh god, we're going to die.
You're not gonna die.
I
Seems like a
don't
big
understand the
hand.
significance of that.
Come on. Let me
Well, where's the rest
roll.
of Bigby?
Away.
It's a cool spell regardless.
Good news. It rolled poorly.
Like less than a 9 poorly?
Yes, like
Kind
less
of.
than a 9 poorly.
Yeah.
So it's going last. Good job, everybody. We start with us. You just got smacked. So what are you gonna do?
I'm in melee range, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Then I will use a bonus action to disengage, move back, set the items I was carrying on the altar, then turn around and draw my short bow and shoot.
All right.
Assuming I
still
can do
have,
all that in one.
Yeah, you can. I'll allow that. You still had your short bow out, I assume.
Yeah. Just holding on to the shield and war axe pick, whatever it was, the Aniomantium thing.
War
Dropping stuff is a free action.
All right.
You still have the +4, so the +4 arrows, I mean.
Okay. Now let me target the thing, I guess.
Hey, what level spell is Bigby's hand?
Bigby's hand is a level 5 spell.
Oh, I can just
I
dispel that.
overread. I was about to say, I think you can dispel it.
Well, I still shot
got-
it.
Oh, okay. Better get that arrow back.
You will. It's sticking out of the master hand,
Oh, whoops,
basically.
that's not what I meant to do. Undo that. That's not what I meant to
That's
do.
fine.
Sorry.
I know. It's 9. It's fine. Okay. Owl,
I need to do
Crunchbite,
my
I
second
assume-
attack. Sorry.
Oh, right. My bad.
I
Apologies.
misclicked, misrolled.
All right. That's still a hit.
There we go.
All right.
So total of 20 damage.
It writhes around in magical agony from the 2 hits from the arrows.
Take that,
before
Master
clenching
Hand.
into a fist. Yes, basically. I assume Owl and Crunchbite not doing much, just staying out of the way in this case.
I mean, yeah, Crunchbite stand back.
All right, Yuliy.
Now's your chance.
Now's your chance.
Neom. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello.
You make it.
Why do I keep closing all of my windows?
Don't know.
I just open them, I do something, and then I close them, and I don't know why I do that because I always need to keep it out.
Oh.
Natural 1.
I see where this is I see where this is going today.
Natural 19.
Oh, that's
Okay.
better. Yeah, okay.
Almost a crit. You almost had the duality of man.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
I mean, if you add them together.
Man's inhumanity to hand.
Heck. Sorry, I'm
No worries.
reading because I get to attack which means I want to do fun things.
Mm-hmm.
Like level 3 smites for no reason.
Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, there really is no reason.
Sometimes you just do it for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just
Especially
want
when
to
you
smite
just get
something.
level. Especially when you just get level 3 spells.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
You see, lash. That's really
Your smiting bisects the hand, and you can see there's a long, basically a long severing going straight down the middle, and it's barely holding together, but it manages to sort of clench itself back into shape.
yeah.
Still looking quite wounded, though.
Yeah.
All right, Lander.
Now, see, I could use Dispel Magic, but at this point, it's already wounded enough to where I can just,
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just zap it. It'll be
Anyways, I
Eldritch
started blast.
I blast. I'm blasting here.
Once more.
Or not.
Dang.
Well, that's a turn.
Complete failure.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
Yeah,
that's how the
alright.
dice roll.
Yep. I guess Dahlia will take some time to look at that thing, adjust, and turn to the rest of you and goes, I think I've had my fill for a bit. Y'all can take care of this.
Wow.
I mean,
Thanks,
And
Dahlia.
going to sit on the stairs.
Appreciate it, Dahlia.
I make your weapon shine.
And then you complained about it. You don't want me to fight? Fine. You can go ahead and take care of it yourself.
I mean, unless the next two roll poorly as well, it's probably not going to get a chance to attack again.
Jhank? Are
Okay,
you still among us?
Jhank is... Yes, sorry. Okay, Jhank is going to rush forward. First thing he's going to do is he's going to bite the hand that bleeds him. But
Well, it doesn't bleed, but I get your point.
well, it was too good a pun to. I was looking for a pun because he's going to do his bite action to bite one of the hand's fingers
Makes sense.
as first of 3 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what do I roll for that?
It's a D20 plus your general proficiency bonus.
Okay, so
D20 plus
So-
4.
Roll a 24. You can do it.
Now, will the dice show up? That's the question.
okay, so plus 4 and then just general D20.
Not a hit. It curls up like someone teasing a dog.
Well, he's still got hammer time and
Mhm.
and axe hatchet work.
Mm-hmm.
Not that one.
Yep, that is also unfortunately not a hit.
Thing's
Also
got a
not a
pretty
hit.
high
This-
AC.
This
got
thing
like
is
at
just
least
teasing
18.
you.
So yeah, I think that just does it for Jhank's actions.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Victor, it's on you.
Oh, please. Not on me. Why on me?
See, it's because Azure mentioned that
It
it's
is.
entirely.
It is entirely my fault. You're
All
welcome.
right. All right. I guess I can try thorn whipping it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's a hit.
oh, that's an accident.
Huzzah.
I probably should have just used Toll the Dead. I doubt this thing has a high wisdom, but
Does a
All right.
hand even have a wisdom? Trap.
It's a trap. It says so right there in big letters. All right, you
Does it
pulling
get
it?
pulled? Because I have no idea.
It's large, so you can pull it.
Oh, well.
So it would go see, it was here. So it would go to, I think, about there.
Sounds about right.
On
Maybe
top
a
of
little-
Jhank.
Yeah, not quite on top of Jhank. I think about there. So I think it technically got out of your range, Yuliy. So
yeah. No.
you
Wow.
not gonna do it,
Way
unfortunately.
to get me excited.
Dice do not like us today.
Let's
I mean,
You miss all the rolls you
earned.
don't take.
yep.
Yeah.
Whoops! I accidentally skipped past the Big B's hand's turn.
Hey,
It's
that's
okay. It
good.
doesn't have to attack.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't
attack.
have to move.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. That means I can roll this to make a determination. Yuliy, it might have been out of your range, but you're still within its range.
Cool.
So you take 19
Dang.
Ouch.
as it curls up and just hits you, slamming.
Falcon.
I'm okay. I'm alright.
Us,
All
your
right.
turn.
No, like, AC check or anything, or
No, it's
No AC check in this case.
oh, geez, just auto hits. Yikes!
That's a handy spell.
All right, gonna hop over to the other side of the altar, kind of crouch down behind it and try to use my cunning action to hide.
I have good news. It's a hand. Success.
All right. Then, yeah, roll shoot with a short bow.
All right. Nice. It's a hit.
All right, so I get that plus sneak attack. So 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second shot. That does in fact hit
Success.
with these magic arrows that I'm burning through.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to pick them up when this is all said and done.
So another 9 damage.
The spell looks like it's beginning to completely disintegrate, but it's not quite there yet. So,
Making some progress.
Yuliy,
yes.
go for it.
Oh, I still gotta move up. So, actually, that's probably better.
Okay.
Because that's technically flanking with Jhank, yeah.
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 Yay.
Hooray! That's a hit. All right. How do you want to do this?
I want to completely bisect it
All right.
right down the center.
Pulling on what you'd done before, you completely slash through the hand.
Showing.
And before it even fully hits the ground, each half crumbles, disintegrating into its magical components.
I mean, what is a great sword for
All
if
right.
not bisecting things, big things?
Exactly. And looking great.
I mean,
So
you,
I guess
can,
I have to concede the point there. You know, it's
Yeah.
you can't,
I can't
you
argue.
can't
Flawless logic.
discount something looking cool. That's always has a value in and of itself.
Would you like a little
Flawless
healing?
logic. Dahlia will lean backwards and look over and go, "So y'all got it, right?
Yep, we got it. We're good.
Good job." She claps sarcastically.
All right,
Thumbs up.
Jhank, would you do the
Yuliy,
honors?
would you like some healing?
Well, I mean, we've gone to all this trouble. Might as well open up.
You touch it again?
I'm fine.
He will push with both. He will push with both hands.
The door doesn't move. Another Bigby's hand spawns, and Jhank, you're taking damage.
Should I just cast a spell magic on the door?
Worth a
Would
shot.
that help?
Worth a shot. Yeah.
Hold on.
Just-
I have to roll Jhank's damage real fast.
Then we have to roll initiative again.
Mm-hmm. You're taking 24, Jhank. That should actually be.
I mean, Jhank is one of the people in the party that can tank that kind of stuff.
But still, oof.
Oh, man, hand of the
okay.
king.
All right. First turn is once again Usk. Oh wait, y'all haven't rolled initiative, have you?
No.
No, not the second time.
All right. Yeah, you probably need to roll initiative real fast then.
I could just roll nat 20.
Okay.
Back to the bottom.
It's still Usk. The hand is not visible because it's currently behind the door, behind the masking.
Lander, just use. Can you just dispel it?
Yeah, but I think I'm probably going to go to the door itself, because otherwise they're probably just going to keep spawning.
Well, let's dispel this and then probably have to go and try the king's hand, actual hand.
Excuse me.
If we want to actually get through this.
All right.
So,
I mean, if we dispel the magic on the door, it might just stop spawning them.
yeah, worth a shot, but still, like, well, anyway, I'll just shoot this thing a couple times just to cover Jhank and everyone else until.
All right.
Until.
I will point out that you don't know the range of the hand at the moment.
Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna.
I have an idea of it, but that's metagaming, so.
I'm just gonna go all the way off the dais. And,
All right.
let's see. Ranges 8320 on the longbow, so I can still shoot it and give covering fire.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, one.
But I think its range is at least as far as Dahlia is, because you said it had 6 targets.
Mm.
And not the second one. All right.
Okay.
So that's the
You
end of my
still
turn.
did some damage to it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's your turn. Victor.
Mm. Are we just gonna leave this thing?
I think we just leave this thing. We're not doing this fight twice in a row.
Okay, that's good enough for me then. Yep. Turning around, walking away.
I mean, you can try to kill it before it gets to my turn.
Why?
There's less stuff to worry about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that much damage, and I don't want to waste a dispel magic if I could just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of you has to do Dispel Magic.
Well, he volunteered.
If you have Dispel Magic, but you can probably use it before the thing's turn, so maybe you should use it then. I didn't know that you also had Dispel Magic.
Yes, I do.
Okay, then you should probably cast Dispel Magic.
I can either cast it at 5th level to immediately get rid of it, or cast it at a lower level and roll.
Okay, well,
What say we don't take chances with this thing?
okay, I'll give it a shot. Dispel magic. I've got a range of 20 feet. I think I can hit this thing. And it's a caster level check with my wisdom, I guess.
I believe so, yes. This is a level 5 spell, so with a 15.
I think that just hits the DC. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it's 10 plus spell.
I think. Let me double check real fast.
Now, of course, if you use the spell slot equal to, then it just immediately negates it.
Yeah, I don't have
10 plus the spell level. Yes, correct. The that you managed to dissipate the big bee's hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody touch that door till we get the hand.
Cool. Now I'm going to cast the spell magic on the door.
Let's not.
Okay. At what level?
5th level. All of my stuff is 5th level.
Okay. You see the gemstone above the door go dark.
I think that did it.
Okay, but how long does that last? Is it permanent or is it just temporary?
I mean,
The door and find out.
Jhank is going to is going to tempt fate by trying to push the door open again.
Yeah.
The
Any
door
spell
doesn't
effect on the
budge.
target ends.
The door doesn't budge, but the Big B's hand does not spawn once more.
Okay.
So a bit of a good news, bad news thing then.
So maybe go and grab the hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the hand. Somebody want to come with?
Yeah, let's go and get the hand. We'll be right back.
All right.
Let's make a
Yes.
short rest of this.
Jhank's gonna make. Can Jhank make a strength check?
You sure can.
Oh,
How many
that's not gonna
duergar
do
were
it.
up there?
Here is what I would like to say happens. You pull a muscle trying to push the door open.
How many
Ooh.
duergar were there?
There
Yeah.
were 9 in total, counting Skella.
Okay. While we're waiting for the others to come by, I'm going to drop a hit point of lay on hands on each.
Ah, well, they will appreciate that when they sort of come to in a little bit.
Jhank will likewise use his cure wounds on Skella.
That's limited, right?
I mean, you can if you want to. You don't necessarily need to, because the 1 HP will just the 1 HP from lay on hands will get everyone back up to some sort of par.
All right, fair enough then.
Yeah, and I have a limited pool of it, so I'm not
Yeah,
really
get it
giving them
back.
more than one. Yeah, I get it back, but
So I won't make you don't necessarily have to deal with anything as you trek through back to the original tomb. You know what the traps are. You're able to sort of keep an eye on things to avoid any Umber Hulks as they sort of pass through the area.
Yeah.
And you are able to make it back to the tomb and with some effort pry it back open and take the broken from your attempt taking the shield and pick hand of the king.
There we go.
Hand of the king acquired. Right. And
Thank you,
let's
Your
see if-
Majesty.
Thank you, Your Majesty. And yeah, just
Once again, thank you. You
Thank
make
you.
it back.
Thank you very much.
You make it back with similar simplicity. And yes, you can approach the door with the hand of the king.
all right. A little more wary this time because like we're still kind of like still kind of stinging from the punch I took.
Yeah.
But I am going to use the desiccated hand of the king to push on the door.
The door opens
Hey.
and you see a 20-foot high room carved out of the rock. You can see that on the inside of the doors in this room, there are handles, so you can close them and open them fairly easily from this side. And there are veins of mithril spread across the entire length of the room.
Oh.
Enormous veins that can be mined for the material. In the back is a huge tapestry depicting a dwarven kingdom under the mountain, hanging from an iron rail spanning the entirety of the south wall. It seems incredibly, incredibly old. On the eastern wall, there is a tall oval mirror mounted directly into the stone, and carved into its frame are dozens of lidless eyes and the following phrase in common: "The gate cannot hide from those it cannot see." Let me
I see.
you just feels intense. There is a magical pressure here that you are familiar, like that feels both comforting and at the same time immense. It feels like, even though obviously this isn't the case, the entire weight of the mountain is on you in this room.
Well,
Or
whether
at
or
the
not
very-
it's
at the
actually
very
the
least-
heart of the Undermountain, it's certainly revered like one.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly, like,
Uh,
I could, just from the mithril veins alone, like, yeah, this would be a seat of power for Dwarven Kingdom, yeah.
mhm. Um, and about this time, the duergar wake up, and Skella looks pissed, um, for what I hope are obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Uh, but that all goes away as soon as she sees that you have opened the door. And let me get the dwarves back up and running because I knocked them off the map.
Sorry about the boom, but we killed your golem for you.
And
Okay, we're going to punish him later.
and we've unlocked this secret of what's it called?
This door.
Malairbode.
Well,
Let me get the duergar up and running again. And move Skella into position.
Duergar engine noises.
This seems like an actually pretty significant find, and I'm kind of surprised that no one else has gotten through this before. But then again, I was similarly surprised with the secret tomb. So,
I mean, to be fair, these Duergar have been here since the last time we were here,
which was months ago, yeah.
And I assume if anyone came across this besides us, they would do what the other party did and just sneak by.
Of note, it's not necessarily that you weren't here months ago, but the last time you interacted with Skella was months ago.
Ah, okay.
Because obviously you would have, you have your journal saying like you were down in the Undermountain just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And got further than Area 6. So,
the funny part is both last session and this session are both sessions where basically where most of what we did was, I mean, the biggest stuff we did was based around rolls not going as expected. Like one was a critical success, and then this one was not a critical failure, but
it was pretty critical.
Mm-hmm.
It went critical.
She almost starts weeping at the beauty of the room. You see her like gently running her hand along the wall, admiring the mithril and the just the sheer sort of feeling in the room, the pressure that you have felt, and she takes a moment and gestures for one or two of the other duergar to join her inside. You get the feeling she'll allow all of them back here eventually, but for now she's asking for two in particular. And she gestures them both, and they both look like they begin to cast a spell of some kind. And after a few moments, the duergar start whispering to Skella in Undercommon. And Skella turns to look back at the lot of you and says,
Jhank actually understands Undercommon.
Okay, then let me put it in the chat what you hear.
Okay, then.
Maybe we should give him a moment.
Yep,
Yeah,
sorry,
I have a theory
gonna have to put it in chat.
I have a theory that this portal has something to do with that arcane eye. And so, since we've been seen, it can hide from us.
We've discovered something of significance that is worth further study. This is a pretty strong find for us. Whether that's immediately valuable or valuable in the long term, it's something.
There is also the possibility that this was just entirely to help someone else with nothing in return.
Well, clearly I'm
Who
the kind of
knows?
guy that's okay with that.
Yep. I think most of our party is.
The question is, are they going to stab us for it so that there are no witnesses?
I don't think they could take us, especially since they nearly died earlier.
That's true. They're not in any real good condition to fight.
I
Yet.
mean, that was
Our general
See,
strength has gone up.
the secret twist is that the true purpose of that oversized explosion was to send a warning message.
Well,
Is that your
Sure.
plan? You're sticking to it?
Sure. Tell yourself that.
I say it as a joke.
Next time, Jhank, I think you should limit yourself to 2 sticks.
And we should get at least 60 feet back.
Definitely
Yeah.
have more room.
I mean, us could probably dodge an explosion from point blank, but the rest of us.
I would still have to make a dex check.
But there's a chance, which is like absurd.
I think
But-
Jhank's done more damage to me than anything else in this dungeon so far.
Yeah, same.
Congrats, Jhank.
Jacques is indeed the most dangerous thing in the dungeon.
Yeah,
To
even to
be
your
fair, I
party.
can't actually remember all of the instances of damage that I've taken, but I don't think there were many.
Helps that, you know, we're not the melee people.
Yeah. I feel like I did get hurt before. I think when we were fighting the Dark Elves.
For anyone paying attention, Jhank is looking particularly intrigued by some of the stuff he's hearing, but for now he's going to refrain from passing it along.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
sure, whatever.
That's a nice bit of restraint there. Good job.
Yeah, John can actually keep a secret. That's actually good news.
Our little lizard is growing up.
It's a novel.
All right, that's
just for Jhank.
everything they say. Skella is not going to speak to the lot of you, but the two duergar that were talking to her turn around. They bow to the lot of you and say, "Let us get you some food and water and let you rest for the night.
That
You have been through quite an experience, and we are forever in your debt."
you have a connection to this place, don't you?
They nod, and they seem to just leave it at that. They don't really
I will
want
not.
to
I
expound
will not
on
push.
it.
I will not push further. I say yes. We would, if we could rest under your protection, that would be that'd be a good start.
They gesture for you to basically make camp in this very room in the heart of the mountain.
Oh, wow.
Oh, are you sure?
Now, is that the room with the mirrors or the room with the dais?
It's the room with the mirror.
Okay.
It's the room that Skella is currently in.
Okay.
We would want
You
our
will find
nose.
that you will find that resting here will empower you in some ways.
Ooh.
The mountain is generous to those who seek its center.
So this is the center of the Undermountain, as it was.
So is that going to extend to the trio that is with us?
I mean, they are, as far as Skella is concerned, part of your crew, technically
Yeah.
speaking. So
And I mean, they did help patch up the duergar. Duergar?
Mm-hmm. Duergar.
Duergar.
And they pointed us in this
Um,
direction, which has borne fruit. So yeah, they can hang with us for a bit.
Okay, cool.
And when you are ready to proceed, we have mapped out this entire floor. We know where the exits are.
Excellent.
sweet.
Yes.
Sweet.
I can fill out my map.
We can
And
make a beeline for the next floor.
But we do want to. Well, there is that place
The
that
locked
the key
room.
goes to first.
Okay,
that we
yeah.
that we were originally trying to get to before we got on
before
another side
all
quest.
this happened,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and reveal the entirety of the map for you.
Oh
since
hell
this will be
yeah!
something you can,
Yes.
something you
Nice.
will have access to. I might have to do it in parts because this is a very large map.
Yeah, don't do it all
That's
at once. You'll crash your system.
Well, we seem to have
Actually,
solved
probably-
the major puzzle on this map. So hey,
I'm just actually going to delete the entire mask. There's no need for it on
Ah.
this floor.
all right, it is loading.
Yeah. Hey, there we go.
You know,
Look,
as
it's
long
there.
as we know where everything is, we might also want to
Oh.
inquire.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
We might also want to, take a look and see if there's any places with treasure worth picking up.
And there's a lot of
Well,
places.
We can ask the Duergar and be like, "Hey, is there anything valuable on our way down?"
That they'd let us claim.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But like, apparently we've done them a massive favor, so we can not cruelly, but we can at least ask a few questions like that. We can leverage a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We-
Oh, trust me, you did a lot for
We
this.
might also we can also maybe see if we can use some of this towards getting help with the whole deal that Usk is focused on fixing.
Money.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot of rich vein of mithril. Oh, I don't know if it's
they'll let us
500,000
tap that.
dragons mithril, but it's
I also
And-
don't know how much they'll let you carve out of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
too.
my thing.
I honestly like this isn't even like you can sell the mining rights for this because there's no way you can get it out of here in any sort of
Mhm.
industrial capacity. So its worth is not really that great, and it might be the case that we just can't. This is theirs.
Now is 500,000? Is that the portion we haven't located yet?
500,000 is the sum total of all of your portions.
And
Right,
then we need,
and
then
we know
need
where most of-
another. Then we need another 500,000. We need a total of 1,000,000.
We've already found, I think, 2
We
parts.
found mine. We found Yuliy's.
Oh, and so beyond each of our individual portions, we still need another 500,000.
Yes.
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 And that's not even getting into like what all of y'all need it for.
Right.
I don't even know what we needed it for.
Mm.
We know what Usk needed it for. That's about it.
I know what I needed mine for.
And we have an idea what Jhank needed his for.
And where it is.
Yeah, on a boat somewhere. Victor's is in a church somewhere, apparently.
Somewhere.
And mine is in Diz.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, I believe that's where we're gonna leave off for the night because it is
Seems
All right.
good.
7:11.
Yeah,
And I
It's
am
a really good
probably
place
gonna-
to leave off.
Yeah, like
While we're
Big-
resting, I'm
big success, and y'all get to take a long rest because y'all have done a lot.
It has been a big day.
Spells.
And while we're resting, I'll go ahead and oh, there's an Umber Hulk there. I'm gonna go ahead and tell Roz about the mushroom thing
All right,
and the soul theories.
Oh, I need to get rid of those Umber Hulks actually.
Just traumatize him before bed. That'll work.
I mean, he wanted to know. He looked very excited when I mentioned it.
Mm-hmm. Well, magical
The others
theory
less so.
excites some people. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll put all of you in this room, and then I'll hit the long rest button, and that's where we'll call it a day.
Okay. Good stuff. In that case, I'll just get on with the closing spiel. So thank you for listening to our Spudventures. If you like what you heard, you can find more at youtube.com/Newbiespud or wherever you get your fine podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, etc. We aim to live stream these games every Sunday around 2 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/Newbiespud. If you want to keep up with this and other projects I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at Newbiespud. And if you want to support my ability to produce content like this, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/Newbiespud. See you next time with another session of The Borrowers, I think, over at
Nope.
Thy Lord
Next week is
channel.
Halloween.
Oh, that's
Next week is Halloween.
Halloween
so
game.
Roots,
So it's going to be
Crooked Branches.
So it's going to be a special Halloween special. So see you then.
Yes.